Hey guys, welcome back to Unstuck Biology. So in today's video, we are going to study about the role of macronutrients and micronutrients. So before we start off with the video, guys, your feedback is really important to me. So please do not forget to like the video, share it with your friends, and yes, please give your feedback in the comments, either if you have any doubt or you liked the video. And yes guys, if you're new to the channel, please do not forget to subscribe it and press the bell icon to get all the updates, all the videos that I'll be posting on my channel. So let's start with the role of macro and micronutrients, guys. Now we know that from the previous video specifically, we know that the essential elements, they perform several functions, right? So basically, some of them, participate in metabolic processes. Some of them basically activate or inhibit enzymes. Some form the structural elements, and all that we have studied in the previous video. So if you have not gone through the previous video, I would request you to go through that as well, right? So basically, guys, they are responsible for a lot of functions, a lot of important functions like electron transport system, buffering action, enzyme activity, and they act as constituent of macromolecules and coenzymes as well. So let's see what are these elements and what is their essential function. The first element that we are going to discuss is nitrogen. Nitrogen. So basically, this nutrient element is required by plants in huge amount, right? And it is absorbed mainly as NO3, some of which can be taken as NO2 or even ammonia. Right? So basically, nitrogen is required by almost all parts of a plant, and particularly by the meristematic tissues and metabolically active cells. So we'll have to remember this thing, that they are required by all parts of plant, but in particular, they are required by meristematic tissues and metabolically active cells. Now, it is also one of the major constituents of proteins, nucleic acids, vitamins, and hormones. So you can see now how important it is, right? So this is all about nitrogen, guys. Now the next element is phosphorus. Now again, phosphorus is absorbed by the plants from soil in the form of phosphate ions. So either as H2PO4 3 or HPO4 2 minus. Right? So in the way nitrogen is absorbed as nitrates, nitrites, and ammonium, phosphorus is absorbed as phosphate ions. Now again, it is constituent. If we talk about phosphorus, again it is major constituent of a lot of biomacromolecules. Now these can be, cell membrane. These can be certain proteins. These can, again, nucleic acids. So we know that nucleic acids are made up of a pentose sugar, phosphate, and nitrogen bases, right? Then it is nucleotides, right? And then it is required for all kinds of phosphorylation reaction, right? So phosphorus again is important for performing a lot of functions. Now the next element is potassium. So basically potassium is absorbed as potassium ion, right? So basically it is absorbed as K plus ion. And it is required in abundant quantity in meristematic tissues. Meristematic tissues. Then you have buds, you have leaves, root, tips, right? So basically, guys, the role of potassium is important because it helps in maintaining the balance, the cation and anion balance in the cell, and is also involved in protein synthesis. So again, see, there are a lot of important functions that it helps in. So it helps in maintaining anion and cation balance. It helps in protein synthesis, very important, opening and closing of stomata, activating enzymes, maintaining turgidity of cells. So you can see there are countless number of important functions that potassium performs, right? Now the next element is calcium. Now again, calcium is absorbed from the soil itself in the form of calcium ions. So all these, if you will notice, you'll see that all these are absorbed in the form of ions. So again, with calcium, it is absorbed as calcium ion. Now again it is required for by meristematic tissue. So all these essential elements, if you see, are required by meristematic tissue, right? So meristematic as well as differentiating tissues, right? Now apart from that, what happens is that during cell division, it is used in synthesis of cell wall. So basically calcium pectate is required in the middle lamella while cell division. Apart from that, it is also required in formation of mitotic spindle. So during mitosis, we saw that in the first phase, there is mitotic spindle which is formed. For that as well, calcium is required. Now, it also accumulates in older leaves. So basically, it is required for normal functioning of the cell membrane. It activates enzymes and it plays important role in regulating metabolic activities. So if I have to list down all these properties, it will be that during cell division, for synthesis of cell wall, then specially as calcium pectate in middle lamella. Then they are required in very important formation of mitotic spindle, right? Then functioning of cell membrane, and it also activates certain enzymes, right? And then it also regulates metabolic activities of plants, right? So again, it is an essential element, right? Now the next one is magnesium. Magnesium. Again, magnesium is absorbed in the form of magnesium ion, the divalent ion. Now, what does it do? It activates the enzyme of respiration, photosynthesis, and is involved in synthesis of DNA and RNA. Very important function. It activates enzymes of respiration, photosynthesis. Both are very important, very important functions. And synthesis of DNA and RNA. right? Now, what is the next function? So the next function is that it is also the constituent of the ring structure of chlorophyll. So basically, this it is part of the structure of chlorophyll, and it also helps in maintaining the ribosome structure. So basically, with this knowledge, now we know that magnesium is also a structural element in plants. So it basically is a constituent of the ring structure of chlorophyll, and it also helps in maintaining the ribosome structure, right? So all these are important functions of magnesium. Now the next one is sulfur. It is sulfur. So again, guys, sulfur is present as sulfate ion. Sulfate ion. Right? And if we talk about what is the work that sulfur performs, again, being a macronutrient. So it is present in two amino acids. It is present in two amino acids. Now, which are these amino acids? Cysteine is the first one. Cysteine and methionine. It is present in two amino acids, cysteine and methionine, and the next function is that it is main constituent of several coenzymes, vitamins like thiamine, biotin, coenzyme A, and ferredoxin. So guys, with this we have finished all of our macronutrients and their functions. So the left ones are carbon, oxygen, and hydrogen. And there is no need to explain the function of these three, as these three serve as the basic element for any work that the plant do, any function that the plant performs, right? From starting from say preparation of the food, getting water, everything. Everything that you can think of in plant function involves carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. So, guys, with this, in this video, we have finished the important functions of all the macronutrients. In the next video, we are going to cover the functions of micronutrients. So, I hope you will remember the functions of all these nutrients because it is very important part of the questions that comes in NEET exam. You'll have to remember the functions very clearly, and you cannot get confused between two different elements, right? So just go through the NCERT once again and try and remember all the important functions of these elements. So I hope you like this video. Please do like it if you did, and share it with all your friends. And yes, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon to get all the updates. And guys, if you have any doubt with respect to this video, you can mention it in the comments and I'll answer those doubts. Or you can also send your doubts on WhatsApp. I have given the WhatsApp number in the description of the video. Thanks for watching this video, guys. See you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.